said, the slight change of getting picked up by somebody different when you arrive in town. Do you expect fans to see anything different when they watch the Strikeforce card now?
You know what? I just think we're gonna have a lot more fans. We got the marketing machine of the UFC behind us now. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they've been tweeting my fight with Josh Thompson Part 2. You know what I mean? Like, that's a fight that people should have solved because I thought it was fight of the year, and no one sees it. But now they're showing that fight, and I probably made tons of fans. Just watching that fight. Oh, this guy is exciting. This guy does fight. And I just think that's one thing that they're going to bring to it. It's just a lot more eyes, and I slightly noticed it already.
Even at your level, it still feels kind of cool to those kind of things are happening in the
hell yeah. I think my career's after fighting's over, I want to be branded by that time. You know what I mean? And it's a little difficult, being branded in Strikeforce and without the marketing machine of the UFC. Great organization, great pay, but hey, are people going to know who I am? And I know now that I have Zuffa behind me, people are going to see who I am, and people are going to be exposed to my fights. I've had I'm 19-2, and I think every one of my fights were exciting fights, win or lose. Candidates for fight of the night, and I think people have been able to real fans have been missing out. You know what I mean? A lot of fans have been missing out, and now I get to show my stuff, and I'll be able to brand myself that way.
You signed a new deal not too long before this thing went down.
Right.
Is that deal still in place?
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, man, I haven't signed anything new. The only thing I've signed was a bout agreement that's by the California State Athletic Commission. I'm sure there's going to be some new contracts put out because they're a different level, a different league, and they're going to want a little bit more commitment in some parts, and I'm 100% fine with that. But as of now, it stayed the same, and I was pretty happy with my deal. So I think I'm getting the best of both worlds right now.
There's rumors out there that they made everybody sign a new contract. You haven't signed a new contract?
I haven't signed a new contract yet.
What's your feeling?
Scott?
How you doing? Good to see you. Here with our buddy Gilbert Melendez. What were your feelings when you first heard about Zuffa?
Like I said, man, I love Strikeforce, great organization. The only thing I'm happy about is I got the marketing machine of the UFC behind me. I've been saying that over and over. And Strikeforce, everything is perfect about Strikeforce, except that I don't get my exposure like I really wanted. And now that's what I was happy about. I don't even care if I fight in the UFC. I just care that the world gets to know who I am and brands me. I mean, if for all I care, I wish Frankie Edgar would come fight me in the Hexagon. You know what I mean? Or people would just come fight me out here. I love the Strikeforce cage more, by the way. I've been in the UFC cage walking around, so but UFC's great. I'm a fan of it and everything, so I'm pumped too. You know what I mean? And if Mr. Papa Dana White says my stock is up, my stock is up. You know what I mean? And to me, he's the Alan Greenspan of MMA. So if he says I'm worthy, and the fans will follow.
What do you think of if they promoted a fight of the two champions of the two different organizations?
I think that'd be amazing. You know what I mean? I think that's what the fans want. That's what I want. And like I said, I genuinely want to test myself and find out if I'm the best. I don't want to be no paper champ and I want tough fights. And
I don't think anybody's ever thought of you that way.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I hope not. But I mean, I'll tell you what, you don't. But a lot of people who just because I'm not in the UFC feel like I am a paper champ. You know what I mean? A lot of common people who don't know the sport think the fact that I'm not in the UFC or the fact that I don't fight there, I'm in the JV squad or I'm in the minor leagues. You know what I mean? So and that's.
But definitely anybody that's ever seen you fight.
Right. Hopefully not. Yeah, hopefully.
Can't think that. So, this fight with Kawajiri was, kind of going over a time whether it was going to happen or not, and finally found out it was going to happen. What are your thoughts with that, with the first fight being so tough, and how are you going into this fight?
I welcome the challenge, you know what I mean? I welcome the challenge. Kawajiri's a tough guy, he delivered against Josh, he delivered against Jay-Z, and he got heel hooked by Aoki, but you don't see me doing too many heel hooks, so I think we got a great matchup, you know what I mean? And he has a lot to gain, and that's part of being the champ now. You defend the throne, and everyone gets like ready for you. You know what I mean? Like everyone's like, this is like the fight of my life now. So every fight I fight now is going to be their fight of their life. They know they're fighting Gilbert Melendez that's in great shape, so they're going to be in the best shape of their life. I get the best of everybody now. You know what I mean? Because this is their chance now. So I mean that comes with the territory. But I'm happy with it because like I said, I'm on a mission. I want to prove this.
How do you feel that, after years of being, outside of, the UFC, the biggest organization, you have still been ranked in the top 10 for many years as one of the top fighters. That has to, you know.
Yeah, that means a lot to me. You know what I mean? It means a lot to me. And my boy Jake have been on this journey for a long time, and he has been the guy who's been ranked, you know, up there top even longer than me. That's and that wasn't in Zuffa for a long time. But yeah, I'm proud that I've been able to, you know, to be in top 10 for so long, and you know, fighting in Pride, fighting in Strikeforce, and you know. But I also thank Scott Coker for giving me the opportunity to rematch Josh Thompson, to rematch Ishida, and to bring me Aoki. You know, and you know, and you know, I think I've beat everyone tough that's outside the UFC already.
So the second fight with the Kawajiri, how are you approaching it a little bit differently?
I think definitely. You know what I mean? We're not in a ring. You know, we're in a cage now. There's a lot of room. I'm ready for every scenario, though. You know, is Kawajiri going to come at me, attack? I kind of think so. You know, is he going to be a little more patient like he's been in some of his fights? It's possible. So, you know, I'm ready basically for every scenario. But, you know, there's a couple things specifically that I'm prepared for as well. But
anything that you learned when you fought him in the ring the first time?
Yeah, he's a strong, you know, SOB. You know what I mean? Strongest guy I've ever locked horns with. But not the most agile and not the most athletic, but strong as hell.
All right. Well, we definitely are excited about the fight coming up in 2 days. Thanks, Gilbert.
Thanks, Doc. You too.